My very first record I got was Abbey Road from the Beatles back in 1969 when I was 5 or 4. I was pretty much a kid.
And the first one that I ever bought was The Perfect Man from Rage. And the first metal song I ever heard was Wasteland. It's the first song on that album, which like took me into the metal world.
Well, for me, I'm the younger in the family, and
come on.
my first album that I self-bought. There were 3 albums at the same time because you know, I was in the record store and I had them. It was my birthday actually, and I had the money to buy 3 albums. And the first one was Bon Jovi, New Jersey, Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction, and Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Those were my first 3 albums.
For sure, it's Operation Mindcrime, Queenstrike. For me, a timeless album. I heard it 1 billion times, and I still discover new things when I hear it. The second, I would say, is Images and Words from Dream Theater. It's an unbeatable album for me. In that genre is incredible. And actually, there's one album that is pretty new to me. But I love it so much that I hear it since I think half a year or so. It's the latest album from the band called Mirath. Mirath is an oriental-driven rock thing. So those are the 3 I'd say.
Peace Out from Megadeth is one of my all-time faves. Restless and Wild from Accept. This was maybe also one of the most deepest impacts in my musical way of thinking. And, but maybe something that kind of pushed me forward back then when I was just starting to do my own bands, you know, was black metal from Venom, you know, which had a very deep impact in my life.
For me, the 3 overplays and never stop play albums are: number 1, Imaginations from the Other Side from Blind Guardian; number 2, 13 from Rage; and number 3, Sings from a Memory from Dream Theater. I overplay this every month.
Ooh, oh, it's a difficult one.
Well, I can tell you one right away and we get rid of this. Somewhere in Time, Iron Maiden. I love it. All the story behind it of Maiden at that point. Somewhere in Time.
I like the Scenes from a Memory very much. It's built of those little pieces, memories, and it's one big picture. I mean, it's so connected to everything that this album is telling. So it's a piece of art.
A tiny piece of art.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Hemispheres from Russia. Metal from Anvil.
Metal from Anvil. For you?
Go ahead, I think.
For me, the most underrated album of all time is from a Danish band called Vegas Vampire, Chapter 1.
For me, I think it's one of the early Vicious Rumors albums.
The blue one?
The blue one.
Vicious Rumors.
Vicious Rumors, right? Don't Wait For Me.
Don't Wait For Me.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is one of those. Yeah.
What a wonderful one from Louis Armstrong. I don't know.
Louis Armstrong.
I have shitloads of unexpected stuff.
Yes.
I have a huge collection of singles, vinyls, and it goes from the 40s to the 80s or so, you know, which keeps mainly all of the big titles, big hits from all these eras, you know. So there's a lot of stuff that you would never expect.
I have a lot of Phil Collins stuff. I think this one is an absolute amazing artist, singer, songwriter, drummer. Maybe there is a connection with singing and drumming. Maybe this is the reason, I don't know. But it's pop music, but well made, well done.
For me, this is a little bit unexpected, especially for those Spanish-speaking people. I have the full collection, every album released from a Mexican singer called Luis Miguel.
May I answer that?
Yes.
The next, not the Seasons of the Black, but the album after that, because then I can influence that. So.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
For you?
Yeah, this makes the most sense, and we don't have to suffer, you know.
We don't have to, but I mean, the thing is,
I think I would call this album Absolute Silence, and it's going to contain absolute silence. So we'll find out, you know.
If we have to name an album, again, I would stick to Operation Minecraft. I'm sorry, I love this album.
Of course.
It's a masterpiece.
if I have to choose just one album to listen non-stop forever and ever, that might be Seventh Son of Iron Maiden.